Ciao, hi, hey, hola guys. Just going to check live on Facebook as well. I was about to say I'm just waiting on Facebook, but Facebook was up there. So once again, ciao, hi, hey, hola, amigos. It's your boy MKS here. Back here with another video. Trying to look intelligent with my glasses. Anyway, this is the fourth and final part of my plans to empower the black community on Thursdays for Black History Month. So hope you enjoy it, and as ever, please send it. Submit in if you like any suggestions or recommendations or whatever, any advice, info or whatever on either Facebook or YouTube in the comments. I really appreciate it. Get involved in the discussions. Like, how do you think we could empower black people to achieve their goals in America and around the world? So yeah, these are pointers number 31 to 40. So I hope to think about what I hope to achieve in the future, as I normally do in part 4, in the fourth and final part. Generally speaking. So yeah, here it goes. So number 31, again in part 4 I normally think about what I hope to achieve in the future. So I hope to think about like how to politically empower the black diaspora, especially in America itself, every February. So hopefully to help them to get involved in politics and tech and things like that. Number 32, I hope they will learn from each other and learn from allies and other POC, for instance, and be empowered, as I say, in politics, tech, and on YouTube and TikTok, and all sorts of different areas. Number 33, one of my political goals is to try and form a lobby group that enables POC, people of colour, minorities, and that kind of thing, to be tax exempt, or at least to have tax reductions for as a form of reparations and that kind of thing. Number 34, once again in part 4, I normally talk about what I hope to achieve in the future, and I recap what I talked about in parts 1, 2, and 3, and how I hope to put that into practice. So one of the things I think of is like rather controversially about boycotting the military, and once again, like I think instead of supporting the military and that kind of thing, it'd be cool if more black and other minorities, black people and minorities, were involved in like becoming police people, judges, and people in the legal profession generally, and try and ensure they get equal access to justice. So I think alternatives to joining the military, for instance, talking about politics, I know it's rather controversial, but are things like joining the police, being judges, being lawyers, being lobbyists, being politicians, YouTubers, TikTokers, technologists, and all those sorts of things. And I forgot to say in point number 33 about, I mentioned tax exemptions. That would be a huge amount of saving, which could be reinvested. And I mean, even saving that money would go quite a long way to improving things, like even to save that whatever amount it is. It could give some households a saving of 4 to 8 or even 10k or whatever, depending on how much they earn. But if that was invested, I think it would go even further and do even more. Number 35, supporting black people with their ambition generally, whether that's in politics, business, tech, STEM, TikTok, YouTube, politics, the legal profession, all sorts of areas really. So it'd be interesting. I'd love to read from the black diaspora about their goals and aims and objectives, basically their ambitions in life and their goals and aims in life. I suppose that's the same sort of thing. Maybe even bucket lists and things like that, like just things they wish to achieve in the future. So I'd love to read that in the comments from the black diaspora, especially in America itself. Number 36. Also doing what I talked about in part 1, like again, and parts 1, 2, and 3, things like being involved in like Italian soccer teams, soccer clubs having their own academies for African Americans, and also having supporters clubs amongst African Americans and things like that. I won't go into too much detail on that because I talked about it in part 1. I've talked about it before. Number 37, same sort of thing with Celtic, and again, seeing if by working together they can make life easier for each other. As the saying goes, many hands make light work. Well, I say I'm not that religious, but I think that's a religious quote basically. and yeah, seeing if they can make life easier for each other by working together. Number 38, and hopefully, yeah, let's say by the end of this month and each February, hopefully I will have empowered African Americans and the Black diaspora as much as possible. Number 39, and finding out what areas are the most empowering. And I'll talk about politics and things like that, and YouTube and TikTok or whatnot, but also general empowerment. I think business is a great way to be empowered, although I know it is very difficult, but investing in things like that. And number 40, as ever, I'd love to read and hear from your comments and suggestions, I'll say, and peace and love. Thank you.